Welcome back to the Wort Shop on another episode of Around the World
in 80 Beers.
I'm Kaz.
I'm your other host, T.
And we're supposed to have a third, but what happened to Johnny?
Well, I understand he became a Godzilla snack when we left Japan.
Ah, Godzilla had a little, well, maybe not a little, a big appetizer.
Yeah, he had a fairly large
appetizer. Oh, well, you know what? We can do this without Johnny.
I actually was going to have just Jim on here.
What happened to Jim? We launched off like 5 minutes ago.
I looked off the balloon as we were taking off. I saw him running towards us.
Oh, so he missed the lift off.
I'm still alive!
You hear that?
It's down there.
Oh,
there's Jim!
Dangling from the rope.
Jim!
Wait. Did you bring beer?
I smuggled the Boddingtons!
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm late.
Okay, we should let him up.
We should
go ahead, climb up, Jim. But wait, hand the beer up first.
I don't trust you.
What? All right, come on up, Jim. Get in the balloon. We need that beer. Come on, Jim. Climb up in the balloon. Yeah, there's the beer. Boddingtons. As you haven't gathered, we're going to England.
Well, Britain, England.
No. This is England. There's a difference between the three.
It gets so confusing.
Just look up there for the
Now that
description.
Jim made it, can you give him a glass too?
Sure.
I thought we fought a war so our school system wouldn't have to teach us the differences.
Yeah, we did, but today we're going to England. We're drinking English beers. The first one on tap, or on the can, is Boddingtons Pub Ale.
It's kind of funny that you mentioned that, but it has like a tap system in it.
Well, it does. It's got this thingamajig.
You know, the thing.
Whatchamacallit? Doomahinky.
The widget.
Widget. Widget.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Very creative name. So what does the widget do?
It injects.
Injects.
Yes.
Oh, injects what?
That sounds right.
It's supposed to be nitrogen, but I'm not sure how it injects nitrogen out of the air.
I heard it like pops down and injects nitrogen and gives it a more creamier mouthfeel.
Oh, it also causes that cascading effect
yes,
before the beer.
Absolutely.
I love that effect.
Which is what Boddington's pretty famous for. I think maybe another one of the ones we're going to do here in England
might have the same type of thing. So this beer has been around for a little while, Jim?
About 1778, basically.
Right after we kind of separated.
After we separated.
Yeah.
Wait, you make it sound like it's a divorce.
Well, it was.
Is it really a divorce?
Of course it was a divorce.
But I feel like horribly sad.
They were extremely sad.
Yeah. I hope this
had
can
to console themselves by coming up with this fantastic.
I almost feel like we need to have like a Paul Revere ride through here. The British beers are coming.
British beers are coming.
The British beers are coming.
So, I hope this can has not been around that long, though.
No, it has not.
So this is a pretty famous English beer that I think most Americans that don't drink Bud Light, Coors Light, or one of those other shitty American domestic lagers, as you know, I hate.
Yeah.
If you've ever ventured off, this is a fairly common beer. We're going to start off this way, but we're going to get definitely more into some better English beers.
I've seen this beer in bars, or as the Brits say, pubs all around the world. So it's very common.
I think we're going to go ahead and pop the top on this one. We're going to pour it. We're going to start to talk about it, and then maybe we'll take the balloon somewhere else. We'll be right back. So we were actually going to wait and crack the can offset, but it sounds pretty damn cool. So I think we're going to go ahead and crack it now.
Yeah. This weird science stuff is amazing.
I'm going to try to get it near my mic so you guys can hear it. Oh, shit.
The widget worked.
Wow.
Well, you know what? Pour it. Cheers, mates.
Apparently we had some pent-up frustration here. Here's your creamy explosion.
I guess this is the biggest head ever poured on the Wort Shop. But you know what? Look at that. It's settling up really nice.
Quick, so it doesn't
keep pouring. It's nice.
If you actually look at
the widget worked.
You'll see it start to cascade down.
Yeah, we're good.
I'm glad I didn't get a facial.
Hey, top me up, bro. Or mate.
Mate?
Mate.
It's a pub.
Matey. Whatever.
Look at that.
Look at that, though. You know what? That's cool. That is a great effect. That is some genius, mad scientist stuff there to make that happen in
Well,
a
it's
can.
the special draft flow system from.
But that
from
massive
Boddingtons.
head dissipated really fast. So, I'm going to go ahead and obviously you can see there's an.
But it does look like the nitrogen beer,
Wait.
surprisingly enough. With
I'm
those
smelling
really creamy.
I got
heads.
banana.
Yeah, it was cascading in there. For
Why?
A second.
I don't know why. I'm getting banana. Oh, and I got a freaking nose stash there.
What is this one? You said 4.7?
7, I think.
I think
4.7,
4.6.
So I realize that most of those beers in that region aren't very strong. They don't. Most of the pub beers, I guess you can call them, right?
Right.
Like our Bud Lights and our whatever, they're not very strong either. So I guess that's where we're at. This thing smells amazing. It looks amazing when you pour it into the glass.
It does have a nice.
Looks like you got yourself a little wet there, Jim.
Yeah, but there's all that running and climbing.
You shook up the
TSA.
can climbing the rope. That's what it was.
That's
Jeez.
exactly
You know
what
what?
it
I'm going to
was.
go ahead and help myself with some more just because it's decent. I've always heard that British
Kaz,
food or English
Where
food
are we
was
going next?
another stop in England. I'm not sure what town it is. I'm not really familiar with the English map.
The balloon for this.
We'll pop it up there. No, we always got to use a balloon, even if it's a block over. We got to have the fun of flying. Come on.
Right.
But
this is a really nice, smooth,
Very crushable.
very
very crushable. I can see why they've been enjoying it. I could seriously have this with some fish and chips and stuff.
Yeah.
It's almost like I almost get like a hint of malt, even though it's not a malty looking beer.
For me, it's very bland in the flavor. It's very light.
I do
flavor.
know that one of the goals coming to England here was so that Kaz can get some. What was it? Spotted dick? Is that what you wanted?
Oh yeah, you gotta have some spotted dick. Come on.
I think it's speckled hen.
Oh, we're gonna have some of that too.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd rather have the speckled hen.
Oh, and then we got
all those in favor of speckled hen?
and then we got to end with some bangers and mash.
Definitely.
All right.
So-
Well, we're gonna finish these ones. We'll probably clean the set. We'll be right back.
Probably. So welcome back. We just floated over from Shamlesbury, England, over to Tadcaster, England.
I think it's rather shameless
Shameless?
that we didn't mention that we were in Shamlesbury before, but
I don't know if it's shameless or shamless or shameless.
I think we
I
were
don't
too
know.
busy saving Jim.
Anyways, we're at the
Is that a
Samuel
Brooks song or
Smith
what?
Brewery. Samuel Smith Brewery's been around for a little while. I think like since 1758.
We're having a nut brown ale. This comes in, I believe, at 5%.
5%.
5%, 30 IBUs, and Jim's favorite style of British beers.
Nut
is
brown.
browns.
He said nut.
Nut.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about Samuel Smith. I understand they've got some pretty good lineage. They're the oldest brewery, as it be.
In Yorkshire, which is think of it as a state of England. If you
Right.
put it
So
in,
1758
that
is
well's
when
been around a while.
they dug the well or something like that. And,
I hope this water is fresher than 1758.
right.
Yeah. And they're getting kind of fancy. Look
Wait,
at
does water
bougie.
spoil?
Well, yeah, it kind of can. Yeah,
I don't think water
a
spoils.
little fancy with the gold foil on their bottles. Their bottles are always the same shape, very similar labels. They put the foil on it. You can find Samuel Smith.
It's almost like a
Ales.
Lowenbrow gold there.
I hate when they put the foil on the bottle. I'm
It makes it
perfectly
more
honest.
work to get into your beer, but I've seen Samuel Smith beers all over the country, so they're easy to find.
Yes.
I'm actually, I've had some of these. I don't believe I've ever had the nut brown ale, so I'm pretty excited to get to that. You guys ready?
Yeah, let's go in.
Definitely ready.
So we're going to go ahead and pop the top. Probably spend at least 40 minutes getting the foil off our face and off the bottle.
And hopefully none in the beer.
For God and beer.
Jim brought the crown.
We'll be right back.
The royal jewels. Well, we just popped this one, and good thing Jim brought the crown jewels to get through all that foil.
Kaz, I don't know if it's the altitude for Jim or what's going on here, but he just keeps spilling his nut all over the place.
I-
I'm still struggling from that climb up the rope on the balloon.
I am really, really excited about British beers.
I guess so.
That's all I can say.
I'm not. Just saying. Very malty looking.
I
Good
agree.
carbonation.
And oh my God, the head.
You spilled your load.
Like I said, I was excited. I was very pent up, after
It
holding
smells
on
good.
to these beers for a while.
This is a good brown ale. I'm not picking up much nut. They say walnuts and almonds in it.
I think Newcastle is probably the standard when it comes to nut brown ales. But this isn't bad.
But this brewery's been around for a lot longer making this beer, so I don't.
Well, they've got one permanent water source, which is...
You know what I'd love to hear from you Brits watching this? Put comments below. Tell us what you think of this beer, because it's kind of popular over here in America. We don't know. This might be the crappy beer of Britain.
Right, exactly.
Right now.
Because Newcastle is extremely popular, in the States.
Yeah.
worldwide.
But that might be, crap to you guys.
Shipping us off your junk.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So it'd be interesting to
know.
find out,
Wait.
This is a pretty good.
Would these guys actually ship us their junk?
Well,
Of course they would.
Of course they would.
We're going to get back at those Americans.
We're shipping off Bud Light all over the world.
If you want to ship us a real German or a real
English beer, yes.
reach out to us. We'll pay for the shipping and the bottle.
Especially if it's a craft beer.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
But you know what? It's not bad. It's an easy drinker. No, very mellow on the flavors.
Mhm.
Nothing's off-putting. If you're not a big beer fan, because you're thinking beers of your traditional type with all the hops in your face, this is pretty
I'm
good.
getting a little light bitterness. I'm not sure what that is.
Very light, but
I think that a lot of people actually see this bottle and they get intimidated and think that it's like a dark stout or something like that just by looking at the bottle.
right.
Well, I actually think it's the gold labeling. They think they can afford it.
Well,
It's
I
too
understand
bougie
they make that with
Yeah,
real
it's-
24 karat gold.
Exactly.
We'll be recycling that gold.
That's right.
Kaz,
I got some grills coming up after that.
grills. This is terrible. Kaz, we're about to jump back in the blue, and we got some more places to be.
Yeah, we're jumping over to London next. Everybody should know where that is. So, yeah, we're going over to London. Try another.
Sounds
English
like
beer.
fun.
We'll be right back.